Seymour won a Pony Pride. You were starting running back Zach Line. And Zach, how's everything going this fall for you so far?
So far so good. Seems like we have a different feel right now, which is, as far as the offense goes, obviously as a team, good chemistry, get that family feeling going. It's just all about showing up on game day.
You say there's a different feel. You've been on this campus a while. What's the difference, do you think?
I think senior leadership, we've been around, the older guys that have been part of that 1-11 season and then the turnaround. So we've kind of been through, we haven't been part of the losing season, but we've been part of the turnaround. Just kind of seen what's worked, what hasn't worked in previous years. So I think, just leading by example, having a confidence, a swagger about us coming out. Leading by example, not a lot of talkers on this team, a lot of doers.
How confident are y'all going into the season?
Well, September 2nd, we have the biggest game all year because it's the first one in line, and we're pretty confident that we're doing the small things to get slight edges everywhere we can. So I don't think there's anyone on this team that hasn't been preparing the way that all the seniors and even the way the underclassmen need to be, showed how to do. I think everybody's doing their job right now to a very high level.
As players, how ready are y'all to get on that field and play Baylor?
Yeah, you keep hitting the same jersey every day, same guys, Taylor Reed, Jared, those are big boys. And I'd rather hit, somebody from Waco rather than these boys from Dallas. Our defense is stout, they're good.
Personally, how are you feeling with the toe injury coming back this season from injury?
It's been feeling real good. I've just been doing a lot of, precautionary treatment, just staying up on it, icing all the time, getting the cold tub. Because one thing on my body, one thing on your body gets sore, gets tired. You're gonna start favoring other parts, and with that toe, I just can't chance that. So, spending a lot of time this season and this off season so far in the training room.
Do you still have any hesitation? Are you worried about re-injuring it? Anything like that?
I have more hesitation like walking around than I do when I'm out here. I'm thinking about it, but out here I'm just running, and then when I get into the run and I see it on film, I'm like, oh, that's a cut I would, used to do and what I probably couldn't even do before. So I'm feeling pretty confident in my leg strength overall, and the work that I put in the summer is going to be a lot of help from the toe.
You're going into your senior season, a lot of preseason accolades. What are you doing, though, this fall to get better, even with, that recognition?
Maturing. It's constantly something to learn in the offense. As far as running the ball, sometimes I don't have patience. I rush the hole. So trying to have that change of speed where I can slow down and still have a burst to get away from people. I always feel like I'm too slow, so I need to rush everything. But there's been a few times in the film where you've seen that I slow it down and then I can speed it back up and break away for a good yardage. And then on pass protection, constantly working on technique in my blocks because I'm not going to be the biggest guy out there. I might be big, but some of those Baylor D-linemen are upwards of 300 pounds, so gotta have good technique or they're just going to pummel me.
Well, with you at running back, you have a lot of talent around you now between Casey and Lynchy, Rashad Wimbley, those type of guys. Is there anyone that stood out to you so far this fall?
They all have. They're all just solid workers in the weight room, off the field. Some of them still have some maturing to do as far as young men, but we've all been there. And once some of them come around, they'll just be a huge help to this program, to this team. They'll enjoy themselves a lot more. Rashad has come a long way with dropping some weight and getting his feet better and just committing his time to learning the offense better. You can tell with his pass protection too, so that's big in this offense. Even if you can't run, which I'm not saying he can run. He's got good feet and good vision, but learning that pass protection, you can tell he really put some time into it. I was pretty shocked by how far Prescott came along this summer too, being a young buck thrown in there. I think he feels like he has a lot of expectations, and so he had a nice breakaway in the scrimmage. That was nice to see. It kind of made me nervous.
Yeah, how is that having your brother here now? You spent 3 years on this campus, just like you with your teammates. Now you got a brother as a teammate. How's that?
Yeah, it's good. But everything he does, if I'm not out there like in the scrimmage, he busted that 50-yarder down to the 1-yard line or inch-yard line, and I heard the whole day, hey, Zach, or Prescott's little brother, what's up? I was like, okay, now I'm the little brother. So You know, it's fun. You know, we mess around, and I'm a good teaching tool for him to use, and he kind of reminds me of um, where I came from, and I know how he needs to get where I am now, and where all the running backs are.
You know, you've been a leader at running back for a little bit now, but as a senior, do you take an even bigger role? And what does that look like if you do take a bigger role?
For the most part, it's gonna look the same. I'm more of a lead by example guy. You know, everybody can talk, but it's those guys that can show up and prove it day in and day out on the practice field. And then, obviously it's gonna in turn show up on game day if you do it out here every day. But there'll be times this year where I won't be as afraid to step on people's toes, because in the past I just didn't want to get in the way of those senior guys that have been waiting for their chance to talk to the team. And so I just kind of took the back seat, unless I've spoken up here and there, but nothing to where I was trying to get in anybody's way. But this year I'll definitely take more of a leadership role, because I've worked my butt off for 4 years, and I don't want to I don't want to waste a minute of it. So.
You know, looking at your senior season, what do you want to do before you leave SMU? I mean, what's your goals for this season?
Goal for the season. We have constantly been working since I've been here, winning conference championship, and that's just, we're leaving the conference. After this year, I think it'd be a good way to cap off the Conference USA. I'm leaving, and they're leaving, so I think it'd be a good time to win the conference. And if we can just get past a couple of these teams, that we can. It's just we can't have any unforced errors and mistakes that we're making that are going to cost us games. We just got to. I think now that we're older, more mature, got the right guys in the right spots. That's how I feel we got right now, and just it's basically just maturing in these games and pulling away with victories. So if we can just go undefeated, that'd be huge for me leaving this year.
One of the things that people have been talking about on this team is the offensive line. You're right there behind them. You're kind of an extension of the offensive line. What have you been thinking about their play so far?
Yeah, they've been moving around a lot, so you can't really expect a guy when he's going from right to left to center to tackle to get right every play. He's changing up his footsteps, but I think now that we're getting close to Baylor, they kind of got that solid front five in there. Going to start working them, and this is the line that was in there today is probably the line that I thought we were going to have. But who's ever in there, I think will do fine. It's just a matter of trusting their footwork, and same as their position, just trusting what the coaches are telling us. And I think they'll be fine. They can all run blocks, so I'm not worried about that. But it's just the pass protection where I might, sometimes be a leak. But that's the same for me. They save me, I save them.